All right, we have a Mitsubishi Ductless 4-in-1 at this hotel here. We're doing maintenance out here, but this one is unresponsive at none of the heads. We're trying to make adjustments at the remote, nothing's working. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4-in-1 for floors 2 through 5. Unresponsive. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to check and see if the freaking thing even has power. All right, this one, see, I don't want to pull the disconnect yet, just in case I have an error code. So with this disconnect, I can't pull it out of there. I can't check the voltage without pulling the disconnect. So I'm going to open up a panel first and see if we have power in there. I know chances of having an error code are pretty slim when you have an unresponsive unit, but just in case. Set this off to the side. Okay, here is our power coming in right there. We're going to get our meter and we're going to check for 24 volts or 240 volts. All right, got the meter set up. We're going to go from L1 to L2. Nothing. All right, we have no power. So I'm not sure if we have a trip breaker or a breaker that's off. Let's just double check. We're on there good and solid, and we have nothing. I have absolutely no idea where the breaker is for this unit. I'm just looking right here where this was laid up against that metal. I want to make sure we don't have a short right there. All right. We're going to check the unit for shorts also before we reset the breaker. All right, I just checked a bunch of places to ground. I'm not seeing any shorts, at least not right now. So we got to find a breaker. And like I said, I have no idea where it is. We're on the, looks like, southern side of the building here. There's the ocean right there. That's the Atlantic Ocean. We're at Rehoboth Beach. And we are, so if that would be east, that means that way is south. So we're on the southern side of the building, so we'll start with the southernmost breaker panels. We got a maintenance closet here, and of course it's locked. I'm not even sure if there's a breaker panel in there. So I know of another maintenance closet down here. We'll see if it's locked too. All right, we're in another maintenance closet here, but this is getting pretty far away from the unit here. We only got to concern ourselves with the double pole ones. This one is off. 3032 AC Hall. Huh. Well, might as well turn it on. Let's go see. All right, I wish I would have left the disconnect pushed in, because I could have just checked to see right from down there if one of my air handlers was responsive. So let's go around there, see if we got voltage now. Yeah, we're actually here, we're servicing all these today. Got a crew of guys here, me and 2 other guys. Was we went to service these Mitsubishis to find out this one wasn't working at all. Alright, that was her. The breaker turned off for whatever reason. God knows why. Let's turn it back on. All right, we got it turned back on, and it was legitimately off. It was not tripped. Those square D QO breakers throw a orange flag when they trip. So somebody just turned it off. Our EEVs are opening. We got some clicking going on. All right, let's give it a minute to warm up, and we'll go check the air handlers. I say air handlers, they're wall cassettes, but you know what I mean. my steps in today, guys. I gotta go around to all 4 floors and just make sure they're all set to cooling. All right, I already did the 4th one. This was the 5th, so now I have to go to 3 and 2. All right, this is number 3rd floor. All right, we're discharging some pretty decent heat. We got them all set to air conditioning and got them buried pretty deep. Wonder who the hell turned that breaker off. But all right, we're gonna button this thing back up and then we are going to service a couple of these. There's, I believe there's 12 heads, and between the 3 of us, we're gonna service them all today. And over the course of the next couple days, we're gonna service every one of these. So let's get this buttoned up and we'll move on to one of the air handlers to get that serviced. All right, we're just gonna check a temperature split on this guy real quick. Looks like we got, we'll call that 16 degrees. Not the greatest, but it's not doing too bad. We're just gonna look in there at the blower wheel. And that is pretty clean. So we're not gonna worry about pulling the wheel on this one. We'll just give the condenser or the evaporator a spray down and we'll move on to the next one. Spray down the evaporator. We're gonna take some Viper pan and drain treatment and we're just gonna spray it into the pan here. Well, we haven't found any at all that need to be totally broke down. All the wheels on these ones are clean, so we're not gonna give ourselves more work if we don't have to. So maybe I'll break one down in another video. That was it for the Mitsubishi units. We cleaned the coils and took some temp splits and stuff, and now I'm about to move on to some of the split systems. So take a look. All right, we got all these condensers up here now. We're gonna mostly just rinse out. They're not that dirty, so we're basically just rinsing the salt water off of them. Like these micro channels right there, we're not gonna really put some coil cleaner on those. We really just want to rinse the salt water off of them, or the salt air. So that's what we're gonna work on now. This one I've already pre-rinsed. Just gonna put a little bit of coil cleaner on it. And we're gonna repeat that 20 times. We're still working our way through these condensers. We want to make sure we rinse off everything, really, because that salt air, it just sits on there and just eats it away. It looks like, see, these air temps with the micro channel coils, they seem like they're holding up good. These ones, of course, aren't that old. This one's from 21. That one there's from 22. Holding up okay. This one's from 21. Here's a little bit of an older one, but it's got a tube and fin. Looks like these air temps hold up to the salt air pretty decently. This carrier, I don't know, this might be a Seacoast one. The carrier's holding up okay from 2019. That look like this. They're all from like 1989. Yeah, or 1990. So that is a lot of abuse these things have taken, and they've held up pretty nicely. You know, of course they're rusted up and stuff like that, but you know, there's a good chunk of these still up here. Like I said, the ocean is right there. So good job for Carrier. These units have held up quite nicely in this salt air. What are they, 32 years old? 33 years old? Yeah, these units are 33 years old in a beach setting. Good job, Carrier. Another thing that's nice is I got hot water here. I got a guy down there cleaning coils, but I got a 6-pack of Renais up here. So I got all the hot water I want. It's nice washing coils with hot water. I let the guys take over down up on the roof with the coil cleaning up there, and I'm gonna pull the disconnect. But these are little through the wall units here. This cover goes over them, and that's about it. So I just vacuumed out the pan there. Pretty gross. We're going to clean the coil. And we're going to vacuum out some more of that dirt. And then we're going to flush the drain out. And then top it off with the Viper. Now we'll even shoot a little down the drain. And a new filter, dated of course. Now we're gonna try to clean some of this dust off here, and then we'll get readings. All right, 1.42 on the amp draw. All right, we took our readings from this capacitor, and in the HVAC school lab, it looks like we are out of range. So we'll have to write that up. We need a new capacitor here. Something interesting here with these hotel room units. You see all these R wires wadded together? There used to be a lot of safety switches here where the air conditioner would actually cut off if the balcony door was open or the front door here was open. It would shut the air conditioner off. Now those switches have failed over time, but I used to get quite a few nuisance calls here because of these switches. Either someone had left the door open or the switch was just bad altogether. So I don't think I have any more of these out there, but something to keep an eye on sometimes. All right, I got the temp probes hooked up, and I can tell right now this thing is not working very well. It's still dropping, but the air didn't feel very cold coming out of there. So we'll see what it gets down to though. Yeah, I got like a 9-degree split here. So this one's probably low on refrigerant. So what we're going to do after, we're going to work through all the systems here, and then we're going to give the maintenance department or the hotel owner a deficiency report with quotes to fix everything, and then they'll make decisions. So right now we are just servicing and then gathering unit information, how it's running. So I'll go up on the roof, or one of the other guys will, to check the charge on it. But right now I'm gonna move on to the next air handler. I'm not sure what the hell this is about on this one. Damn, I got wire nuts falling off. Good God. this one can stand a cleaning too. Yeah guys, sorry, there's a lot of these to go over here, so I might have seen some oil on this, but yep, it's going to be the same process over and over and over again. Clean the coil, vacuum out the drain pan, flush the drain, put some Viper coil cleaner on it, new filter, test the components. So that's gonna be it for a while. If I run into something cool, I'll show you. But man, yeah, these units are old. These units are from 1989. 4789. They match up with those outdoor units. You know, the stuff we're putting in nowadays isn't gonna last 33, 34 years. I guarantee that. All right, let's move on. Now, I tested this cap and it came out even lower. It's like half of its capacity. Let's bench test this one just to see how accurate this is being. We're gonna bench test this one. Disengage it first. It would help if it was on the right setting. .8. So bench test is reading 2.8. Under load is reading 2.5. So this capacitor is certainly bad. We will record it. We will record it in our log. Well, this one is doing a lot better temperature split wise. Looks like we got a 19-degree temperature split here. So that's good. Cool. Yeah, we got a little bit of a different one with this one. A little bit newer. So let's take a look. Still seems just as dirty. Here's a weird little capacitor. A 6 microfarad. All right, let's test it. See if it reads 6 or not. All right, let's take a look. One here, 5.8. So that's borderline. So 5.4 would be 10%, and I believe 5.7 would be 5%. So we're borderline, but I'll let it slide. Here's another 6 a little bit further down. Let's see what he's reading. Oh, well, he's dead on. Very cool. All right, guys, that's it for day one out there at the hotel. We got a lot accomplished. We got all the Mitsubishi stuff done. We didn't have to break down any of the air handlers completely because the floor wheels were pretty clean. We just did them about 6 months ago, broke down all of them and cleaned the wheels, so they look pretty good. And we started on some of those split systems, and some of them are pretty old, some of them are newer, but we're steadily working our way through them. We're going to clean them and do a deficiency report, and at the end we will give the customer a deficiency report and quotes to fix everything. So, but tomorrow morning I'm actually going to a call where another technician, with the help of Carrier Tech Support, diagnosed a couple bad boards on a Carrier Infinity system. So I'll be putting those on tomorrow before I go back to the hotel there. So look out for that video. All right, guys, that's it for this one. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'm off to the next one.